Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. I hope you're all okay. Today I'm going to show you how I made these little notebooks. Now, I've made these, I'm going to give these as gifts. I just thought they were so cute and I really wanted to share the idea with you. So basically it all started because I tea stained some paper and I thought I want to make those into something that I can give. So hence these little books were born. So I'm going to show you how I made them. Really easy to do. You can adapt them and you can make more of them and put them into little folders, you know, make a few together, make a little book. You know, you can really sort of adapt on the idea. But if you just want to make a small one, or if you're new at doing this, then maybe this would be a nice little starter and something for you to get cracking on doing. So I'm just going to move these to the side and I will show you how I made them. So as you can see, we've got charms on them, paper clips inside, we've got the paper, and I will just show you now how we can do that. So to start with, you need to tea stain some paper. So I've got a video tutorial on that I've already uploaded, and it's really easy to do. I'll drop that for you in the description so you can just click on that and have a look if you want to see. All I did was tea stain the paper, and this is basically an A4 piece of paper like that. So that's an A4 piece of paper. I cut it in half and then put them together and folded them. Now I've used 15 sheets for these books, but you can use however many that you want, and however big you want, however small you want, you can just do them exactly how you want. So I made up lots of these. I've got a few actually. Let me just reach and get them. I thought these would make really nice like little notebook things, so you can do like a folder. You'd obviously have to do like a thicker spine to fit them all in, and then put your string round them. But how cute would that look? I just thought they were lovely. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm doing. So we're going to use just one in this instance. So really simple. Get yourself a piece of card. Now this card here is 12 by 12, but it doesn't really matter what size you want. Now I'm going to tell you this in centimetres. Sorry if you're an inches kind of a girl, but I measured this in centimetres. So for the cover you need 23 centimetres by 15 and a half. So 23 being our longest side. So just measure that there. These little trimmers are really good. I love and would very recommend them, but it's really actually quite hard to find them on Amazon since I bought mine, so I don't know why. And we need to go by 15 and a half. Now if you wanted to, you could laminate them, so you could laminate the cover. That would work really well. Now you don't need these bits at the moment, but do save them because we will be using some of that shortly. So this is our cover, and whatever size you do, you just need to make sure that your cover is bigger than this. So it needs to be like, don't do it so it finishes there. It needs to finish like a little bit after it, if you see what I mean. So we've got a really bright side there. We've got that pattern there. It's completely up to you. You know, if you want the bright bit on the outside or whatever type of paper that you use. I'm going to do the this more pale pattern on the outside. So all you do is fold it in half. Now if you wanted a thicker book inside, like more pages, what you would need to do is to make your paper bigger that way and do a couple of score lines, maybe down like this. Fold those so you've got a thicker spine, if you see what I mean. So that is how you would do that. So, but it's dead simple. So fold in half like that. Get your paper, open it up, and we're going to put that just in the middle there. And as you can see, it's just a bit bigger. You've just got a little kind of lip all the way around, which I think makes it just nice. So once you've got your fingers in that area there, get yourself some clips and just clip them just to hold them together. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to get myself a pencil, and you can measure this out if you want to, but I'm just going to literally eyeball it. So I'm going to go for a little dot in the middle there, and then I'm going to go for a dot in the middle of that top section and in the middle of that bottom section. And that is where we're going to punch our holes. Now, hole punch wise, you obviously need one that will go all the way over here. So there's normal standard hole punches won't work. You need it so it's bigger. There's different options that you've got, but I have something called a crocodile. They're a beast of a machine, and you've got all of that section there that you can thread through something to punch a hole in it. So if I just tilt it to the side here to show you, on the top you've got different settings. So you've got a smaller hole, 1/8, you've got a bigger hole, you've got the 3/16. So we're going to do the bigger hole, so I'm going to leave it on that setting. If I just turn it to the side, and if I put that down there, you can see when you pinch the top part, that bit moves down, and that's going to give us the 3/16 hole. So you would get your whatever you need to hole punch through and slide it under, and because you've got this massive section here, look, it goes all the way in, and you can punch in the middle of a, you know, in the middle of a book. So because we've pre-marked it out, I'll tilt it so you can see, hopefully you can see, do it so you can actually see the lever coming down. This is a bit tricky because I'm tilting it trying to show you, but I normally kind of get down. Let me see if I can put it in the right. I'm probably going to punch it in the completely the wrong place trying to show you guys, but do it like that, push it down, and then that gives you a hole all the way through, and you can just literally zoom it up because you've got all this extra space. So these are really, really good bits of kit. We Are Memory Keepers are good quality, so I didn't really need to turn that around, but I did. So you know you're going to get a good quality hand tool here that you can use. So we've got those all punched right. Now they're probably not quite dead straight, but you won't see that when you actually do them. So now what we're going to do is to thread some ribbon through. So to measure your ribbon, we're going to go down from top to bottom 3 times. So we'll start at the top, we go 1, 2, 3. Snip that off. And because we want the bow to end at the back, we're going to start threading from the middle hole on the back there. So just get your ribbon. Sometimes you need a little tool to help you poke it through if it won't go through. So that's the top. So we're going to go through there, and then through this middle one. Now if you need to watch this again, make a note of the time on the video, and when you do it, just come in and watch it, and you know, watch this bit again. So we've gone down there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the book over, and can you see this section we have here? Just try and keep these as straight as you can. That bit is going to go through here. And then we'll pull that through this section. And then this is going to go there. So naturally you can kind of see where the pieces are going. So then that goes through that one. It will fit because we've done quite big holes. So, I mean, you could do small holes if you wanted to. I did the bigger one because I was using ribbon, but you can, you know, you can go smaller if you want. So I'll just try and keep the ribbon as straight as possible, so I don't really want it to be bent. Right, then you come to this bit. So what you need to do here, I'm going to give myself a little bit more room on that side. This bit, we're going to go through here. So we're not going through another hole. And then that just finishes that little look. So pull it tight. Check you've not got any baggy areas there. And we're going to do a double knot right in the middle here. And that will hold it all together. So once you've got your double knot, that's nice and secure, we're going to tie it into a bow. So again, if you wanted this on the inside, just start on the hole on the inside rather than the middle hole on the outside. So we'll do that, get it about to the right size, and then we're just going to snip off these extra little bits, and that is the outside of our bow done. And our book. When you're cutting ribbon, always a good job, I won't do this on camera, always a good job to just light the ends there just to seal them off, but I won't do that on camera. Okay, so that is the starters of our book. So that is the outside. So what I did next is I put some little pockets inside the middle. Let me just show you on this one. So if you can see there, I've got a little pocket and I've popped a little card inside there. So to make the pocket dead easy again, you get the piece of paper that you've cut off. You can keep it as wide as that if you want to, or you can make it a little bit smaller. I might make mine a little bit smaller. Now this is not set in stone. You know, you don't have to do it exactly the same as me. You don't have to do exactly the same sizes, but this is just giving you a little bit of an idea of you know, how you can do it. So to mark them, what I'm going to do is put the card down and just use my pencil and just mark to the end like that where I want it. And then we're just going to trim that there. So that's that bit. Should have trimmed that a little bit further, but that's fine. That should be good. And move that up there a second. What we're going to do is to get some of this double-sided tape, and we're going to stick that pocket down. Now some pockets you can do them so you can cut at a bit of an angle, so you've got it sort of a different design, so you can just like poke it in. But I'm going to do this as a full one because I just think that looks quite nice as a full one. So we need to go around 3 sides. Just do that round to the edge. It's such handy stuff. This double-sided tape is definitely something that you need to have in. Right, so we're just going to take off these bits, but you can get so many different sizes in it, and it's very handy to have in your stash. So pull these out. And then we're going to stick the pocket on here. So we're doing it this way around before we round our corners, and then we can round all the corners at the same time. So we stick that down, and then you have a little pocket. And I've got some little cards that I stuffed in mine. I think I might put some like inspirational words on or something. So, and then here you've got all your pages. And at the back there, we're just going to do exactly the same thing and make another pocket, because I just think they're quite little handy things. Just a nice little addition to have. So I'll just mark that, cut that and do that in exactly the same way. But I've really enjoyed making these. Actually, I came down the craft room and it's been real good fun. And with the little charms that I made, where's my tape? I've lost my tape there. They were really quite fun. I can't remember, I think I might have done a video on it before. If I have, I will have a look and see if I can find them. But they're just using beads and pins really, and they are quite easy to make, so I just thought I'd make some so that they'd be quite nice. So let's just do this one. Let's say whatever videos I can find that are relevant, I will put those in so you can have a quick look at those as well. So just get that part, just level it up with the side, just sort of like hover it over really to start with, and then when you know you're where you need to go, just press it down. Right, so now that's done, we're going to round the corners, and we're going to use another We Are Memory Keepers little tool. This is the crocodile, and this will round corners. So you can buy the cheap ones if you want to. You can buy, you know, cheaper corner rounders. I think I went on a mad one when I first started crafting and bought the crocodile, and then bought one of these, and I bought all sorts of things. But you know, you can find the cheaper ones as well. That will be good. But on this you get smaller and larger size corner rounders. You get a what is it, a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 of an inch. So all you do is you've got like a gauge there, and you just put your whatever you're rounding in, and it does like a smaller round or a bigger rounded corner. So I'm using the smaller one in this instance. So just do that to all 4. And the reason we do it now is because we obviously want to round the corners on the pocket as well. So that's all done. You can see, I just think it looks cute. I just think it looks a little bit more finished than just normal sort of blunt edges. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to decorate these really, really simply. And these little cards, I picked these up from, what's it called? Hobbycraft. And they're like the little journaling cards. So I'm just going to stick these on the front, just using some double-sided tape. I'll use the thicker one for this. Oops, should have gone to the edge a bit more on that one. That's messed that up, but no one will see that. See, it all goes wrong sometimes. It's just about patching it up so nobody knows. Right, stick that on there. Peel these off. And then we'll just stick that on the front. But you can decorate as much or as little as you would like. So you don't have to go bonkers, you know, you can just do as much as you want to do. So I'm just going to get these. Just thought these were really nice, and I think they just go well with the patterns and things. So that's the front there. So if you wanted to, that would be absolutely fine. You could leave them and give them like that. As I said before, if you wanted to, you could also laminate them too. So, you know, if you wanted to make them a little bit more sturdy, then you know, you could do that. I've got a couple more of the cards here, and what I thought I could probably do is write some like affirmations or inspirational words on them and put those inside. I just thought they would, you know, they would look pretty nice, you know, and cute in there. So let me put one in the back as well, and then you can just sort of pull those out, and I just think they look good. So I'm going to show you as well how to make one of these decorated paper clips. They're really, really simple, and I just think they look really nice on you know, like as an addition. So to do that and to make those, we just need these things here. So this is felt, but it's harder felt than normal, so it's like hard backed felt. It's thicker, should I say. This is a glittery one, doesn't have to be glittery, but what we're going to do is to cut out a circle from this thicker felt, and I'm just going to use this little stamper because I found it in my craft room and it was about the right size. So you just literally draw around, and then we're going to cut out that circle. And it doesn't matter if you're a little bit dodgy at cutting out, because you can't really tell because it's on the back, and you can also try and neaten it up a little bit afterwards, so don't worry too much. But because it's thick, it's harder to go through like a punch, like a circle punch. I tried to put it through, but it just got stuck. So, and I don't really want to ruin anything. So I mean, it's a bit wobbly, it's not necessarily circly, is it? But you can just go around and tidy up the corners if you need to or want to. Do you know what that's going to do? Life's too short, isn't it, to worry about how circly circles are. So we've got these big paper clips. Let me show you the box that these came in. Paper clips, they're a gold colour. Oh look, I got them from Morrison's. There we go. But you can, like, loads of different places sell them, so you don't have to just go there. And then what I'm going to do is to stick that on there. You can use hot glue if you want to, but some of you may know my new favourite is using this glue, which I'm just going to bring in. Let's pop that under there. It's the pin flare, can't even talk, pin flare glue. And I've got some loaded up in here. Obviously you need to give it a bit of a time to set. Probably the hot glue might set a little bit quicker, but you know, I like it because I don't burn myself on it, so it should set absolutely fine. I'm putting a splodge on there, then I'm putting my paper clip straight in the middle like that, and then I'm getting my paper rose, which I bought from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I'm holding that on the top. If you want to use hot glue, use hot glue. I'm just hoping that these will stick. So the sparkly bit I've put at the back, and that's it. So I'm going to leave that to set and dry now. Right, so the next stage, we're going to put some of these little what they're called, eyelets in. So if you look on the books here, what I've done is I've put 2 eyelets there, so I can hang this little charm on. Now if you were, let's say, doing a book with, say, a thicker spine on the back, you could sort of put them there so they sort of dangle down the side, but because I don't have that, I've sort of just a flat side, what I thought was just do this little section here like that, and then just dangle some ribbon, and I think they're fine. So these are the charms that I've made, and I'll show you how I did them. I won't actually make some, but I'll just show you how I did them. And I just think they are really, really cute with the different beads on. But if you go into charity shops and you see some necklaces, then you can just buy the necklaces and cut the string and just use the beads from them, because that might work out a little bit cheaper. So all I did for making those, I'll just bring in the tub. You can just take these off the top. And I can't remember the name of them because I always forget what these pins are called. But let's just open that up. Which box is it in? Not that box. I think it's this one. So I use one of these pins here. Just drop what these are called. I look like a flat head pin. I don't know. I can't remember what they're called. So I just got one of those and then popped some beads on this part. Put them on there. Then once all your beads are on, I just bent this top section round and made a loop, and then put some of the little hooks on and the little jump rings, sorry, and some of these little clasps, and just sort of like clasped it up. So that's how I made them. And you can put like little charms on. Some of them I put some charms on. So you can get smaller hooks, you can get all sorts of different sized hooks, so, and different charms, and there's some nice heart ones in there. So that's how I made those. I mean, I've got a tub here, I'll just show you with some different beads in. And you can, as I say, just collect them if you can. You can buy them like Hobbycraft sell lots, you can buy lots online, but a cheap way, as I said, is just to get a necklace. I haven't done the necklace trick, but I know lots of people that do, so I mean, that's a bit big, but there's some really nice beads that you can get and make things with. So that is that section. That's what I did and how I made those. So to do the eyelets, because obviously I want to put one of these so it dangles down, I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers eyelets. Now I did buy some cheaper ones from just eBay or somewhere like that, and they're absolutely rubbish and they don't work. So I'm not going to be using those. I'm going to be using this. These that I had anyway. So for those, you can use the big crocodile too, or you can use this one, the smaller one. That both, it does basically the same job. So to do it, get yourself a couple of these little eyelets. Now I'll probably use the darker grey. So you want 2 that are the same colour, like that. And then we're going to punch a hole, or a couple of holes at the top. Now with these, they're really good because I was saying that they have like a little gauge there. So you can have a bigger hole, and if you turn it round, you can have like a smaller hole on that section. Basically, it's a posh hole punch, that part. And then you've got a gauge here, and that bit tells you how much you can put the paper in without it sort of, you know, so it stops. So you can get all your holes leveled up, and you can get them like the right level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole in that bit there, then I'm going to go on a little bit and then punch another hole, and both the holes will be nicely next to each other. And then you get one of these eyelets and pop it in there. Now they're not the ones that have got the back on, So you do that, and then you get, there's instructions and it tells you what setting to have these on, but that's the setting I've got. It is, do you know, I can't see, I need glasses. I think it's C, and is that one? I can't really read it. 2, I think it's C2, but don't quote me on that because I can't really read it very well. On the top there, it tells you what's the top. So this is the top part with the little prong bit. And you just put it in like that. And you just pinch it like that. And then that just fastens that. And that then protects the paper all the way around. And it will stop it sort of fraying. So just do the other one. Okay, so that's the other one done as well. And then all I did was just grab some ribbon and just put it through. Now, obviously, as I was saying before, if you wanted to, you could have a bigger spine and do it down the side. I just thought, definitely want to have these little charms on, so this would work. But if you want to do it another way, then by all means do it however you want. But it didn't thread through properly with just one hook. It kind of left a bit, I was touching a bit too much of the card, and it would probably fray, so I thought this would be the best option. Now again, when you're using ribbon, it's always a good job to just burn the ends with a lighter or something like that. I won't do it on camera here, but it just prevents the ribbon from fraying, so just do that on the edge there. And then you've got a little hook like that, and then all I did was use the thing there just to hook on, and I just think that looks really, really, really cute. So that's how I did the hook there. If you wanted to, you could put something on, like a little band round there to hold it shut. You could put a little bit of Velcro on, a little Prested popper. That would be quite nice. You could do that. With the paper clips that I've made, they just clip on and they hold it shut anyway, so you know, I think that's fine for me. But you could do extra bits on it. You know, you could really jazz it up and do lots and lots of bits inside. If you wanted to, you could put extra pages in. I've just used this tea stain paper, but you can put doilies in there, you can put different types of paper, vellum, you can put so many different things in there, and just really, you know, make them nice. I just need to round the corners on this extra one that I've made as well. Talking about charms, actually, I've just spotted to the side here another one. This was actually an old earring, and I took the top part off, kept the loop, put some ribbon on and a charm, and just made that into a little thing as well. So I just think that's quite cute. So it just gives you ideas, you know, when you're out and about, look at old bits of jewellery, and just see how you can repurpose and reuse them. But I hope you liked this video. I love these books. I think they're so cute. I've made these for gifts, and if you notice I have 4, you might know who I've made them for. So this is the one that I was making on camera, and that's the charm that I popped on that one. I love that charm with the roses on it and a little heart there, and that's that one all done. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If I have inspired you to have a go at this, then please let me know. Give the video a like as well, because that always goes so far. And I don't think I'm on 50,000 subscribers yet, but I'm not far away. So I just want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you, because if you imagine how many people 50,000 people are, that is a lot of people. So I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. And hopefully we can get to 50,000 very soon. I'll be very pleased. But that's it from me. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're keeping well, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will see you again soon. So you take care. Bye for now.